Hello, and welcome back to Itches Gaming in episode 10 of our playthrough of Vane. I don't know why, I just always say that, like, all deep and foreboding. So we did a few things off stream, not a whole lot. Still need to do a little bit more, but the wall is done. We have a wall. So zombos can't get to me. Because, I'm scared of zombies. They want my head. I don't want them to have my head. Well, we built a big wall all the way around, and we used the shed as kind of a barricade. I don't think they can break a shed. And we used the natural fence that's here anyways, which I'll end up replacing. And I had to do some buggery here to connect it because there wasn't enough room. But I'll end up bringing that around a little bit more and going around. And one of the nice things about this house is you start with these 3 gardens. And then you got some little gardens back here. And these aren't really far enough back, so they get some shadow. So they're in the shade a little bit. But I want to go and do a little exploring today. And I'm kind of hoping you need a powered cutting tool. I'm kind of hoping that lawnmower gives me a lawnmower blade. I don't know if that's how you get a lawnmower blade or not. So we're going to try to get a lawnmower blade. I need a lawnmower blade. Circular saw counts. Let's just go downstairs and get my grinder back. I'm sure I have a grinder in one of these. A whole bunch of crap on the ground. Because this is approaching the top of the weight. We'll take the grinder back. My grinder. You can't have it. I need to borrow that. And the reason I want a lawnmower blade is I want to make a claw sword. Nope, didn't get one. Yeah. But the funny thing is, I had completely forgot about the shed. And last episode I was talking about how you check the cracked buckets and the little hibachi grills, which I don't have one in here, but the little cracked buckets, I had like 30 charcoal in those 2 buckets. So definitely worth always checking out. And we'll get in the truck. Even though I need to go get a little Wawa. Let's get a little Wawa. And I still need to empty the truck, but I'll do that after this episode. We'll fill it up again. It's not all that full. A little overhydrated, but that's fine. That's fine. I'll be fine. Okay. Unfortunately, this now becomes a little bit more of a challenge because, now I have a gate I have to contend with. So I might have to move the used car lot, even though I'm not really using the other vehicles, so they might just go away. I do have a reason why I want them. Yeah, we'll just back out of here. Beep, 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 beep. I seriously think the box truck needs to have a beeper. Because in real life, box trucks have beepers. At least when they're over capacity. Especially these cab over box trucks like this. At some point in time, I am going to bring the fence all the way out to the road. But that's really, really expensive. And oh, I don't know if you heard that or not. I think that's a horde incoming. I don't know if that's the right scream for a horde. I guess we'll find out here soon. If a bunch of zombies show up, I'm guessing it's not. I'm guessing there's probably just a zombo back there that I didn't see. I'm not seeing. We're gonna go check some garages. I desperately need to find lawnmower blades, so I'm gonna look in sheds, in garages, anywhere that you would normally think to put a lawnmower. I don't know if you make lawnmower blades. I'm assuming you just find them. And we still got our handy dandy baseball bat, and we got our tomahawk. Tomahawk is better. And barbecue grill. More charcoal. We need all the charcoal. I'm going to be greedy, and I want all the charcoal. And I'm not going to loot everything right now. We'll do a lot of this off camera. I don't see a lawnmower. Why do you not have a lawnmower? I got another cracked bucket. I don't know why. Cracked buckets seem to have charcoal. Oh, that one. So does that one. Thank you. Thank you. Come again. Fan blade. Not lawnmower blade. It's fan blade. I have to do a little searching to see how to make the lawnmower blade. Claw hammer. I got a bunch of those, so I don't really need that right now. You do need a claw hammer in order to make the claw sword, because the claw sword is literally just a lawnmower blade attached to a hammer with a metal bracket. I think I looted all of that. Okay. We'll leave the door open, that way we know that we've been here before. Beep 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 beep. Actually, you know what? Let's go to the lake house. It's not horribly far away. And I know we got a shed right here. Let's check the shed, and then we'll check the houses that are on this street, and then we'll go to the lake house. Because I know, like, a lot of people swear by the lake house as like the best place in the game to base. It's not bad. I don't really care for it, and because everybody swears by it, I didn't want to do it. We're just here with that. And we'll just loot through all this stuff real quick, see if there's anything that we want. And like I said, we'll end up emptying all this out down the road. Just not today. Oh, you can't move the greenhouse, can you? Nope. Damn. It'd be nice if you could move those, but it's fine. Worst case, I could, I don't know, can you, I don't think you can build a greenhouse either. It'd be nice if we could investigate it and figure out how to build the greenhouse so that, you know, you could have a greenhouse wherever you want. I checked that house, and there was some issue with it that I decided I didn't want it. That it wasn't good enough for me. And yeah, a good chunk of it was just me being picky, and you know, that would never happen. I'm not picky at all. But it's where I'm gonna live, so I felt like I needed to be picky about where I chose to live. And the lake house is a little ways away, so I'm probably going to cut this out, but I did want to take a moment to thank everybody for all the views and the likes and the support over the last few videos. It does really mean a lot. And if you're enjoying these, and you're not already, consider subscribing. I'm going to try to keep posting these every day. I realize not every one of these is going to pull great numbers, and as the game ages, there's going to be waning interest, but I'm hoping that as the devs do more in the game, because yet again, this game is a massive work in progress, it's very nice to see just how shocked the devs are by how... Fox. What does the fox say? Thump thump. But it's amazing to see how how shocked the devs were when they released the early access and actually charged for the game, how much support they got. They were just absolutely blown away by the amount of people who actually bought the game. And as anyone who creates anything, I'm sure most of us can understand when something you make that you just wanted to make because you were having fun was a labor of love, when it's well received. But yeah, the devs are talking about hiring more people so they can actually do more stuff, and they want, one of the major things that they want to do right now is get an artist so they can upgrade some of the assets. See a shed? You know me, we're going to check sheds, because sheds have lawnmowers. And lawnmowers might have a lawnmower blade. Maybe this has a... Okay, maybe this has a lawnmower. I don't think this one has a lawnmower. Got a bunch of other crap, but I don't see a lawnmower, and I don't see any buckets. And I'm not digging through it to check the garage real quick. Just because we're here, we might as well open the garage. And pick lock. Still got 21 lockpicks, so that's easy. Ooh, hello. Oh, we got a stander. Hello. Sorry, I wanted to see what kind of goodies you had. I am an interested party in possibly liberating your house. Oop, grill. Oh, empty grill. Bucket. Empty bucket. Paper scrap. Who the fuck keeps paper scraps in a bucket? Duct tape and thread. We'll take the one nail. Car oil. Aluminum scrap. We take scrap. And again, we'll come back to this house down the road, and we're eventually going to end up looting the entire map. I'm not going to show all of that on camera. Oop. Cheap shed. Cheap shed that is absolutely cram-packed full of crap. I feel like I'm at one of those like storage hunter or storage lot auctions. We've got 30 seconds to look over the lot before we place bids. Oh, that was some turtle. Yep, I'll take the turtle. Thank you. Uncle, come again. Plastic buckets, cardboard box, nope. Fan blade, chessboard. And if there's somewhere I'm supposed to go to look for the lawnmower blade, make sure to put it down there in the comments, because otherwise I'm going to be looking all over the goddamn place for it. But we'll see what kind of shenanigans we can get into today. We all know me. I love shenanigans. Shenanigans and loot hoarding. And disengage the e-brake, and let's go! Let's go! A shed and a garage. Big garage. I should have been a zombie voice actor. Maybe in my next life. Oh, it's not this. We're getting there. We're close. We're close. Nothing back there that I care about. Should we go to? Maybe we'll go to the gun shop. Maybe that'll be the episode. We'll go to the lake house so we can actually say we've been to the lake house in this playthrough. Because again, everybody swears by the lake house. They say it's the best place ever to live. And there's a valid reason for that. That quickly stops being a valid reason, or I would assume would stop being a valid reason at some point in time. I don't know if it actually does, but there's only one way into the lake house, and that's this bridge. So they say all you have to do is fortify this bridge, but this is upstate New York. That lake is going to freeze solid. For those who are not used to being in very cold climates, or cold climates at least, or areas that have cold climates, like, upstate New York, when it gets cold, water freezes. I got a lawnmower. Nope. Got a lawnmower. Nope. Got a bucket. Charcoal. And some electrical scrap. Ooh, yummy. Another bucket. Oh, womp womp. Womp womp. We'll take the nails and screws because I always take nails and screws. Dried paint can. I would like to see a little more variety when it comes to the spawning of items in these. I don't think it's so much spawning. I think it's just the layout of how, some of these sheds have a lawnmower in them, some of them just have a bunch of crap, and that's just how they are. Hey, it's Night of the Living Dead. The original, the OG. If you're not familiar with Lake House, I will show it here on the map in just a second. There's always a 1903 here. I want those. I'm gonna need those down the road. I'll take that debit card and I'll take your money. Help! Stop! Thief! He stole my money! Well, you're a zombie, so what use do you have for money? Yeah, shut up. Beef patties. We can use those. We can cook those. We'll take the pork too. I do not want the rotten bratwurst.
It's still light.
A lot of good the extra daylight does us.
I might need to.
Still got a 3-hour drive back.
I might need to turn that off. I don't want YouTube to potentially smack me for a copyright infringement because the game has the actual movie of Night of the Living Dead in it. And I don't know if YouTube would or not, but it's YouTube, so God only knows. Take those cookbooks. Alright, check the main house. And something I wanted to check. I saw one of these. I destroyed one of these at the Camp Alpha, or Outpost Alpha. You do sometimes get wood logs from Mandarin. And another nice thing about the lake house is you have all of these planters. You got the ones in the back. You've got these huge gardens. Ooh, pumpkin. Nope, that's a carrot. Never mind. Looks like a pumpkin, but it's actually just a ginormous carrot. And you get, a little greenhouse. You get big gardens, greenhouse, planters. Hello, anybody home? And there's also always a shotgun here. So if you want an easy rifle and an easy shotgun, here you go. And we'll turn on lights. That's the wrong light. It's this light. Yep, there we go. And I know where everything is in this house because in one of my streams I set up a quick base. And we'll take the beef. So I've kind of lived here before, so I know where most things are. And when I say I lived here, I mean I lived here for all of like 3 hours. Not nearly as long as this series has been going on. Oh, more debit cards. Find the ATM and we can empty those. Pet carrier. We got a bathroom over here. Toilet brush. No shower. No bathtub. And we'll take the tea bags. Parcels. Basic painkillers. Don't really need a bunch of cigarettes. I have a bunch of cigarettes. Another baseball. We'll take the baseball bat because we can spike it. Magazine. Another baseball bat. I don't really need a bunch of baseball bats. We'll take the pot. If you ever get really stressed out in the game, you can smoke a little marijuana to get unstressed. And yes, if you're wondering, you can sit on the deer. Why? I don't know, but you can. And I'm the type of person, I'm going to do the things I can do because I can do them. Cocaine. Add to cocaine. Whatever. We'll take the scrap too. Nothing in there. And turn that flashlight off. I don't really need it at the moment. Ooh, duffel bag. Duffel bags have ammo in them. And we'll take the canned tomatoes, even though that's used for a recipe. Double barrel shotgun. Yeah, sure, why not? You don't just cook canned tomatoes to make cooked canned tomatoes. We'll take the hoodie, and it's probably good for when it starts getting colder. And I do plan on trying to stay alive until winter. We'll see. We'll see how long I can stay alive. Isn't that always the challenge? It's a survival game, so see how long you can survive. Loot and pillage, loot and pillage. The Secrets of Bread. I've already read that, but I don't care. I'll take it. I'll read it again, and again, and again, and again. More 12-gauge rounds, an N870. I think that's the same shotgun that's downstairs. I don't really care. 9mm rounds, and yet again, I'm not ignoring this stuff. I will come back and get it. I'm just not going to right this second because I don't feel like spending all the time it takes to empty out a house. Because I gotta destroy everything. I gotta make like 10 trips to the truck. Let me make sure I was correct. Yes, the N870 is the standard pump action shotgun in the game. So I can get that whenever I want. Put all that stuff into the truck. Handbrake is not engaged, so... Is my flashlight on again? Yes, it is. I'm so bad about keeping my flashlight on all the time. Beep. I'm beeping when it's not going backwards. I'll bet you money this RV is in a lot better shape than the RV I have. So we might play a Presto Changeo Switcheroo. Let's go to the gun shop. I think it's this. Yeah, it's this way. Let's go loot the gun shop, the gun store. Then I don't know if this is the only gun store in the game. It's just the one that's close by, and you know. Which is funny, I'm going to a gun store and I literally just left guns behind at the lake house. But worst case, the ones at the lake house, I know where they are. They will always be there. So we can get those later. And that way I can use the lake house as another bug out location. Check the trash can, check the dumpster, we'll take paper bag so we break those down. We're not taking any of that stuff. Not grabbing the limestone. I've got way too much limestone at home. Tough lock. Hey, you know how you get rid of a tough lock? You need an industrial cutting tool. Never mind. You need an hold on. Did I put my grinder up? Yes, I did. That's why. Yep, there we go. Out of my way, fence. Out of my way, fence. It's definitely this way. Yeah. Autosave. Got it. Got it. It's that light. Ooh. And the alarm's going off. Okay. Where is light switch? Light switch. Yay, light switch. A little toilet. Now we're just going to unlock this because I can't unlock it from outside. And I'll grab those debit cards real quick, just in case you're not aware of how to do this. or you're not aware that you can do this, withdraw. Got a debit card. Select. 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 And select. There, we got a little bit of money. Not much, but a little bit. Time to pillage. Time to loot and pillage, loot and pillage, loot and pillage. A vertical grip. I think that's for like rifles and maybe like shotguns. I'm not a big gun guy, so 38 special round flares. I love the flare gun. It's so hilariously fun. Take the flare. You get a lot of flares in the prison, and it's just fun to watch zombies catch on fire. I'm just trying to warm them up. They said they were cold. Okay, yeah, whatever. We'll take it. What do we mean looting and pillaging if I don't loot and pillage? Why do I never find anything in those? Is it a me thing? Or are they currently like bugged out? 150 bucks. Beer bottles. That's what I always want to do. I want to go to a gun shop where the owner or the guy behind the register has obviously been drinking. Yep. See, this is why I wasn't really that worried about it, because you're going to find guns here. Sorry, 911, Wolfram 17. I can't open that one. It's a tough lock. I need to spend some time getting my lock picking up. Iron arrow with a bow. Another bow with Lone Star Viper. Mosin Nougat. Nugget. Ow! I broke it. Can the archery cases have stuff other than archery in them? I don't want a bunch of iron arrows. I really don't. Broke another one. Tough lock. Ammo box that doesn't have a lock. Which makes sense because these generally don't have locks on them. Ooh, dynamite. Dynamite! More arrows. I think I've already searched these. No, if I had searched them, they would have a check mark. I went over this in the last episode. Alright, so archery crates basically only have arrows in them. Trash can. Oh, I was hoping the trash can would have something really, 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 really cool in it. But it doesn't, because it doesn't like me. A pistol suppressor. I think I already have a I already have a pistol suppressor, so. Another 870. And more archery cases. Iron arrows. And to a point, I'm doing this mainly just to level up my lockpicking skill. Because if I can get my lockpicking up to 25, I can open more locks. So if you want to go the silent but deadly route and use projectile weapons, I guess you can get a whole lot of bows on there. Or you can get a couple bows and a whole lot of arrows here. So, yeah. Food for thought. if you want to play that way. Another 870. That's why I didn't take the 870. It's such a common gun. We got another gun case here. First try. Another 870. Should we just like loot and pillage this whole thing? Just take everything. Just tear it down. I'm kind of thinking that's what we do. Just literally tear this place down. Just some ears. Some ear protectors. I don't know why I was sitting there trying to say ear suppressor. It's like, that doesn't sound right. Lockpicking is up to 19, so I'm not far away. And I want to get my lockpicking up to 25 before I go to the prison. Because there's a lot of tough locks in there. I'm trying to say, no, we're not going to loot it today. Need to clear that and put everything in there. We'll come back and get everything out of here. Today is the hunt for the lawnmower blade. I did not engage that. It said. Oh, I guess there was a wolf behind me. So it wasn't the parking brake. It was the fact I had a critter behind me. Okay, if I were a lawnmower blade, where would I be? Oh yeah, inside of a lawnmower. But I've already scrapped a couple lawnmowers and I haven't found one. Is it like a rare chance from scrapping a lawnmower? Do I need to find like a bush hog? A industrial lawnmower? Commercial lawnmower? I'm starting to get like legitimately curious now. We got some cabins over here. See another shed. No, never mind. That's not a shed. That's a mobile home. I do actually have a shed, so yeah. Check it real quick. What's the worst happen? I gotta kill another zombie? Actually, the worst that would happen is I hear the freaking horde scream. Can I just set this one on fire, please? Just burn the contents. If there's anything worth a damn in it, I'll get them out of the ashes. Scissors. Yeah, I'll take the schematic. I always take schematics. I want that towel. Remember, kids, do you know where your towel is? There's a few reasons I'd grab the towel. I might need sunscreen at some point. I don't know if you ever need sunscreen. It'd be kind of cool if you do end up needing sunscreen in like the summer. No lawnmower. How do you cut your grass without a lawnmower? But the towel could be used to dry yourself, as well as if you destroy a zombie down to gore, you can use a towel to clean it up so you don't have a smelly gore pile. Another shed. Where there's a shed, there's an idiot. Idiots is looting the sheds. I would very, very, very much... I gotta put that grinder in my inventory and lock it. Okay, tools. Grinder. my grinder. Plus I can find a hydraulic cutter. Lawnmower blade, yay! Freaking awesome! So yes, it is just a random chance from scrapping lawnmowers. Hey, so now we know. I remember what G.I. Joe taught us. Knowing is half the battle. Hacksaw, combination pliers. It's always such a pain in the butt to get to this lower storage tote. Take the jerry cans. If you're not aware, jerry cans contain gasoline. My truck runs on gasoline. So let's go back home, now that we've found the lawnmower blade. We've already got the other stuff. And let's go craft a... Let's craft the claw sword. Supposedly the best weapon in the game. Yeah. I don't think... Okay, so we can go... We'll go the wrong way. I'm going to take this to the end of the road and we'll hang a right. And then by then, maybe I know where I'm going. But we all know that's not going to happen. But yeah, I found a lawnmower blade. I'm so happy. Just keep going, just keep going, just keep going. And I apologize if I sound off, a little off. It's that time of the year where getting a lot of chest buildup. So my voice might be a little off, and because I record this on a headset instead of a boom mic or anything like that, sometimes the microphone's not close enough to my mouth, sometimes it's too close to my mouth, and you get the popping on like the P sounds and stuff. I try to fix the audio in the editing process so that you guys don't, so that you can hear everything without it sounding like I'm mumbling. Because I realize I mumble a lot of times when I'm just talking to myself. But I don't think you guys really want to hear me clearing my throat and coughing all the time, so I have to swing my microphone up away from my mouth so I can have my coughing because of chest congestion. I think that's the right term. Yep, we got a ways to go. There is no real... There's no real way to cut through the area on my left. I mean, I'm sure there are ways, but this is a more direct route that doesn't involve me trying to get super lost. Because I will get super lost. I still need to go to the school, but maybe that's tomorrow's episode. Go to the school and loot the crap out of it. Especially now that we will have the claw sword. So we're actually going home right now to go make it. We just have to get home. That's the train tracks. I thought that was a road for a second, but nope, it's just train tracks. Just drive past those. I kind of sort of know where I'm going. Kind of. Not really. And having the claw sword will be amazing for when we go to the prison, which, again, is coming up. I know a lot of people want to see the prison. I think on my Tuesday streams, I'm going to end up living in the prison, so... I don't really know how I'm going to go about, because there's plenty of food, there's water, there's just not really any beds, so I'll have to figure that out. And you can make a mattress. You just can't really make a bedroom. Picking up a little bit of speed here. Okay, I know exactly where I am. I know where I am. So here's the gas station, which means the quarantine center will be here on my right here in a little bit. Yep, there's the quarantine center. Which I eventually need to go in and clear out. But again, I need my lock picking up. At the moment, there's just too many locks I can't unlock. Speed bump. It's Carmageddon. Does anyone actually remember that game? It was an old game. This is my house. You tell me. No, this is not my house. I'm an idiot. I was gonna say you can tell because of the fence, but no, I guess I'm still an idiot. Am I even on the right road? Oh, I went right past my damn house. Emphasis on the words, I'm an idiot. Said it would be easier once I built the fence, but since I didn't build the fence out as far as I wanted because the fence is really, really expensive, I still can't find my house. This is my house. This is my house, yay! It's very hard to find my house in the dark. Hopefully the zombies have the same problem. That's weird, I ended up locking my vehicle. Okay. And we're home. Make sure I have that lawnmower blade on me. Yes, I do. Yeah. Turn off the headlights. Conserve the battery. Actually, I don't know if this game actually cares about that. I know I need a claw hammer. We got a claw hammer. We got a couple claw hammers. I think I need a metal bracket or a reinforced metal bracket. We'll grab some metal brackets, even though there's probably plenty of them downstairs. Just like, yeah, I'm going to have to clean all that up. It's just a little mess. Okay, claw hammer. Weapon. Lawnmower blade. And what else is needed for this? Heavy hammer and basic welder. Okay, well, I should have the heavy hammer. Check. And it is a reinforced metal bracket. And a basic welder. Let's go find a welder. I'm pretty sure I've got a welder. Welder. Industrial welder. I got a damn good welder. Okay. No, not that. Welder. And claw sword. It does take a little bit. It takes a full minute. And we do have a bunch of charcoal in here, so we have been crafting charcoal. So it's not like I've been completely slacking off between episodes. I have been doing some stuff. Probably not as much as I should be doing, but I'm trying to keep a lot of it on camera, on recording. That way you guys can see. So you guys feel like you're actually progressing with me, and it's not just come back and, oh, it's been 6 months and I'm all gray and I've killed 8,000 zombies. Or it's been 6 months and I've lived in my house this entire time, scared shitless to go outside. Oh, you get 2 claw swords. Awesome. So, I think that's going to replace the spiked baseball bat. Hold. Add to quick use. Put in the first slot. Oh, yep. Here we go. And I think that's going to be the thumbnail. Okay, so Q and right click are the same. That's stupid. But the claw sword melee base damage is 35. Melee base DPS is 64 because it swings almost twice every second. It's a very, very fast weapon. It's also relatively lightweight. And not really. It's the heaviest weapon I have on me. It's 7.5 pounds. But it can be used as a can opener and for heavy cutting. So this isn't quite a grinder, but this can work as a saw. But I think the tomahawk can too. Yeah. But melee base damage 23. Melee base DPS 35. Its DPS is equivalent to 1 swing from the claw sword. I don't know why the melee base swing time is in red on the tomahawk, whereas the claw sword it's not, when they're the same number. So unless this is actually like 0.60 and this is like 0.61, which means this is slightly slower. But that is literally what I wanted to do today. I wanted to get this sword, and I want to get my lock picking up, but I will work on that off camera. I will probably just cheese the system a little bit because I just want to get to just barely to 25. Once I hit 25, I'll stop cheesing the system. We can go to the prison and start unlocking so much. But I think that's going to do it for today. It might be a little bit of a short episode. We didn't really get a lot done, but we did get what's considered to be the best weapon in the game. And I'm going to show HUD. All right, and we'll take a screenshot. And we'll if you're unfamiliar, if you don't know how to do that, press the tilde key, which is the little wiggly line directly above the tab key in the upper left of your keyboard, right below escape. Type in the word show, SHOW, HUD, HUD, all one word. Press enter, and the HUD will go away for screenshot mode. But yeah, that's going to do it for today. Thank you all for tuning in. If you liked what you saw, smack the like button. If you disliked what you saw, leave me a comment. Let me know why, what you disliked. We can only improve as content creators if you tell us what we're doing wrong, what we're doing right. Drop a comment. Like I said, tell me what you liked, what you didn't like. Tell me what joke you liked. Tell me what you want to see next time. And until then, I've been Ninja. Obviously.